Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A little update of where I've been. It's been what, December something since my last video. I'll pop it up here. And from that to now, it's honestly been a roller coaster of emotions, honestly. Like, so much has happened throughout the time span, sorry. And it's just life, you know? I'm still 19. And I had a girlfriend, recently just broke up. It's fine though. We'll get into that in another video, but for this video it's just an update. I'm doing fine. Recently I've been on a goal, and I've been running, like, I want to say maybe 5 to 10 miles each day. And for my goal, what my goal is that I want to do a marathon. 50 miler is what I'm looking forward to. I haven't looked up any. I just been doing the work, which is like, I don't know if it's the right way to do it, but hey, I'm doing it. I recently started in April. So last month, I don't know if it was the beginning or middle, whether or not I started, right now, I think I might have shin splints, because every time I like bend down or like I walk, I get these weird feelings in my shins. I don't know what they are. I have to look it up, but yeah. I'm not stopping though. I'm not stopping. What has been pushing me forward a lot lately has been Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you how good it is. I cannot tell you. I can't even fathom it. It's really life-changing. I can give you that. But if you wanna indulge in that, hey, go ahead. I advise you to. Anyways, what I want to get into in this video is just a brief summary of why a lot of you are not taking the action needed for your goals and for your dreams. I'm 19. I started self-improvement when I was 16, back in 2020. And there was many days, not just days, but there was many days where I had lots of complacency, circumstances where obviously I wasn't working on myself as much as I wanted to, because I wanted to enjoy my teenage years. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Honestly, I don't think that's a bad thing, wanting to enjoy your teenage years. Hanging with friends, obviously family, but hanging with friends is like the most, I guess, outrageous thing for me, I guess, because it's like every time I do, I find myself not wanting to be there as much as I do. I find myself wanting to be alone more of the time than being around them. And I think that goes to show that, not saying they're bad friends, not saying they're bad friends, but it's just that if I feel this way, I don't think they're the right people for me for this stage of my life. And right now I'm actually like distancing myself, kind of. without them really realizing it. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but if they find out, maybe through this video or just by realizing it in their own head, I mean, they realize it, I guess. Anyways, I want you to take the time today. It doesn't have to be a lot, but if you can just take the time today to do something that sucks. Do something that truly sucks. And what I mean by that is I want you to do something where in your mind you tell yourself, I don't really want to be doing this shit right now. I don't really want to be doing this right now. Like, this is honestly like something that I don't do on a regular basis, and it is a little frustrating for me, and it like it's not something normal to do. Say, for instance, like an example would be like maybe cleaning your whole house or going outside and sun gazing a little bit, or just the littlest things. Maybe it doesn't those things don't suck, honestly. Well, for me, personally speaking, those things don't suck for me because I'm already used to it. But those are just like examples I can get off the top of my head for right now. I know a couple of you will know the things that do suck and you wouldn't want to be doing right now, but you have to. If you can just do that today and do it tomorrow and then the next day, and over a course of time, those things are just going to become a habit. They're going to become a habit, and obviously it's a great one. It's a great habit if it's going to be something sucky. Like for me, I didn't want to run. Honestly, like I didn't want to run in April. Like it was torture for me. It hurt. It hurt so bad. The pain was unbearable. Like I pushed through though. David Goggins really helped me with callousing my mind, with pushing through the pain, looking for stuff, or no, what is it? He had said, making every day, making suffering. What was it? What was it? What was it? It's like I listen to it every day and I forget each and every thing he says in that. I listen to this podcast, by the way. He says something along the lines of chase suffering like it's your damn job. That's what I strive for. Chasing suffering like it's my damn job. And it's really brought me a broader perspective of how much we're not using our minds to our full capacity, to our fullest potential. And I think a lot of us have that same potential. And it doesn't involve you doing the things other people are doing, but just taking action in something that sucks every day is just, it will get you there where you brought in your perspective of your own mind and you come to terms that this mind right here is not anybody else's but yours. And once you realize that, you take full control of it, and how you see all this doubtfulness that you see all this doubtfulness that comes into your mind like daily. Because I know I had so much doubtfulness in the month of April from all the running, and especially, what was it, the 19th, I believe, Friday of May. That day was very it sucked. It sucked. It really did. Because I ran that day. I didn't feel like running that day. My legs were literally, they felt, they didn't feel like, they didn't feel real, if that makes sense. Like, they were in like excruciating pain. And by the time I was done with the race, like, the pain goes away, but it does come back. That's the only like, downside about it. But the good side about it is pushing through that pain and knowing that there's light on the other side of the tunnel. Like, I'm telling you, you do this and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll feel what I'm talking about, especially. You'll feel it. And it's honestly a really great feeling. Really, really. I advise all of you to try this out. Um, Moral of the story, the point of this video, like I said before, is just to take action, honestly, because as men, we're not as, we're not, we do not bring value from the time that we are born. That's what I believe. We do not bring value unless we make the value ourselves. And for me, I didn't have the best childhood. I didn't have the best parents. I didn't have the best, you know, people to look up to. But I'm very thankful that I went through what I went through in order to make me who I am today. And with that being said, I flipped that shit. I honestly flipped that shit, and I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful that I took the time for myself to flip it and make me become someone who I look up to. Because I truly believe that if you go through, if you go through hard times throughout your childhood or even now, if you change your mind instead of thinking, oh, this is happening to me and it's hurting me and I can't make it stop and I don't know what to do, and all these, I don't know, what would you call it? All this thinking of thinking, all this thinking from your mind. If you can change that into the positive, which is, okay, this shit is happening to me right now, but maybe there's a fucking way. Maybe there's a way I can flip it. Maybe there's a way where I can see the value in it. I can see where I can improve, where I can. I'm sorry, I can't think. Where I can. Where I can flip the script and I can make it something that makes me harder for the future. If you can flip your mind into thinking the positive aspect of a situation, you'll see how far it takes you. Because right now we're all in this mindset of, this is happening to me and I can't make it change because it's life. No, you are in control of what you can control. You are in control of what you can control. But yes, I can agree that there is things that you cannot control that are not in your hands. But for the things that are in your control, like the things that are in your control, like developing your mind, making your mind work for you, knowing that your mind is yours and not anybody else's, and taking the initiative and doing the action is just, that's what we all need. And that's what you can do. And I promise you, you can do it. I promise you. I believe in all of you. If you've gotten this far into the video, I believe in you. I truly do. And that's coming from the heart. I promise you, that's coming from the heart. That's coming. Oh man, I'm getting choked up here. Take a drink. You know, sometimes I ask myself why I even try on this YouTube channel, or why am I this way? I came down to the conclusion of maybe I'm just really trying to inspire others. Maybe I'm just trying to influence others to do better for themselves so that they can be the one for their family, so that they can make the change instead of waiting for something to be given to them. That's just not how it works. It's just not how it works. Yeah. You have to make that change. And I promise you, you could. Because you've seen so many people, I'm pretty sure, that have had a bad childhood and became successful in their 20s or 30s or 40s, and you only see the success within that person. You don't see the backstory. You don't really see the death that they had to go through to get where they are, to get to where they are now. And if you see that and you're in that situation where you're not really in the best, time of your life, just imagine if you were successful right now and you were to look back at your life right now being, kind of awful, kind of bad. Think of how much peace and happiness you'd find in that. So I really do want all of you to take the time for yourselves today. And don't only make it today, make it something you do every single day for the rest of your life. With that being said, thank you all for watching. I'll be sure to upload some more videos soon, and yeah, DeLuna signing out.